Hey, what's up, Airsofters? It's Phantom here. We have a little bit different video for you today. It's not an unboxing. I know I usually do unboxings. I'm sorry. But I actually have my sponsor here from Jackal Tactical. This is Paul. He's the owner of Jackal Tactical. He's the owner of Otherworld Milsim. And I'm really excited to have him here because he actually has a video or a. You did this last game or last video too.
What's that?
With your phone.
Oh, because my phone's going off? It's always going off.
He's such a popular guy. But anyway, so he has a game coming up here shortly. It's called Wishwell. It's out of Ambush, Pennsylvania. It's like a zombie type RPG. It's not an airsoft game.
I say it's not an airsoft game. Some people keep calling it airsoft, but...
So there are multiple factions on this game. Can you tell us which factions?
We have the criminals, which self-explanatory. The criminals.
They're criminals.
The survivors, which we call like the preppers. They were prepared for like the outbreak type deal, and they're gonna, hopefully be here long after the outbreak officially kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
The military, once again, self-explanatory, sent in by the U.S. government to basically keep this hush-hush. And then we have a faction called the Night Sky, which are mercenaries. Basically, you pay them to do things for you.
And what are the zombies called again?
Subject 118s are the zombies.
Now, why are they called the Subject 118s?
In a story that was written by me and a good friend of mine who passed away a couple years back, there was a trial, like a military trial for chemical warfare, and the last test was Subject 118, so I sort of like intertwined this story with that story and just rolled with that.
Oh, cool. Well, I am going to be the non-playable character for the Subway 118s. When Paul came to me and was like, hey, I want to do a zombie game, I need NPCs for my factions, I was like, put me in for the zombie faction.
You're actually Patient Zero, so...
I'm Patient Zero, and I'm really looking forward to it because I actually get to wear my mask and it looks really freaking cool. So, which I bought from Jackal Tactical. They still have more, and we have more coming.
Yes.
But yeah, so along with the zombies, so that's the lightest faction that we have right now for.
Yeah, I would say what we need the most of right now is military or Subject 118 factions. I get it that not everyone wants to play a zombie. They think they're going to get shot the whole time, but the game is extremely limited ammo. You probably won't be shot as much as you would think you're going to get shot.
If I recall correctly, you find the ammo on the field or you buy it from NPCs, correct?
Yeah, so the game is all patch-oriented. So you would find an ammo patch on the field or trade someone for an ammo patch, and then you would use that patch to... We have we call them RPS, role-playing staff. You would trade with our RPS, who's called the Trader.
Mm-hmm.
You would trade that patch, he would give you a bag of ammo.
Well, that's actually freaking cool, because then you wouldn't be getting shot the entire time. And then there are different levels of zombies, correct? The Sub-118s.
Well, they evolve as the game goes on. At first, they can walk. Then after 2 hours, they can run.
Okay.
Then after 2 hours, they can use melee weapons.
And the melee weapons are the boffer weapons that you have on, that Greg has on his channel, correct?
Yeah, I have them. Yeah, we have tons of different boffer weapons. I mean, right now we probably have over 100 different weapons for sale for the event.
And will those be at the event?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
Fantastic. As far as the Night Sky, are those people that you can sign up to be, or?
No, that faction is actually being played by the Bad Influence team.
Okay.
Basically, they're there to enhance the game. They are going to be playing, but they're also there for us if we need to be like, hey, these guys over here in the criminal base aren't doing anything. We're going to send them over to get them motivated.
Gotcha. If you guys don't know, Bad Influence is another sponsored team by Paul. Jackal Tactical sponsors two teams, Havoc, which is the team I'm a part of, and Bad Influence. Bad Influence, you guys are freaking awesome. We love you. Going back, so each faction has what is it, 5 NPCs that kind of run the faction?
No, just only the Subject 118s have 5 NPCs.
Oh, okay.
The reason we did this was, once again, if we feel like it's necessary to get some things motivated or moving, we can contact you and be like, listen, I need you 5 guys to go do this, or, stuff like that. I mean, we want to keep things moving, hopefully smooth the whole game, but we also want a good mix of storytelling, conversations with other NPCs, and combat as well. I mean, we're trying to more of the LARP feel for this game.
Right. As far as the rules for zombies actually, or the sub 118s actually taking down an enemy, what's the rule for that? Like,
it's just a touch.
You just touch?
Just a touch.
So no tackling?
Correct.
No tackling.
Yeah. Please no tackling. we actually the Subject 118s have a pretty big advantage, and they do have some disadvantages. Obviously, they will never have a ranged weapon of any kind, but their advantages are the touch. Like we said, to make it a bite, it's a simple touch. It's not hard to tag someone.
Right.
They can move through buildings freely. So everyone else has to find key cards to enter the buildings, and they're color coded. And we'll show this later on in one of our videos coming up, where the zombies can walk through those buildings freely. So at nighttime, the zombies are going to have such an advantage to run through those buildings and hide and wait and stuff like that. And also, I mean, a zombie is not wounded at all unless it's from the waist up, below the head, no arms, no legs. So the only area where you're stopped at is right here. And a zombie is never dead. It's a 5-minute wait, and you can jump right back in.
Now, what happens if you get hit in the arm?
Nothing for the zombie. Nothing at all. Nope. So if they're shooting you and they're wasting all that ammo shooting you, you just...
And the funny thing is like, so... From what I take of it, if you're finding ammo on the field, you're not getting like 1,000 rounds.
No, actually, the bags have 24 to 28 rounds in them. That's it.
Better conserve that ammo. Speed softers, you better conserve that ammo.
We've actually, a lot of people have been going the way of like a shotgun or a pistol. Actually, Tyler from your team, he came in and bought one of those really badass Tokyo Marui 870s. He figures it's 6 round, or 3 round or 6 rounds. So if he gets lots of ammo, he switches it to 6 round. If he little ammo, keep it at 3 round. But a lot of revolvers, a lot of pistols, a lot of shotguns. So
I mean, that would make the most sense, I would think.
I think it's the most fun too. I mean, realistically, I shouldn't say realistically, we're doing a game with zombies, but if a town is overrun and they fence it off, like the story of this game goes, I mean, not everyone has an AR laying around, So,
very, very true.
Right, there's a good chance someone has a pistol or a shotgun. I mean, yeah.
Now, what's the time frame of this game? What time does it start? What time does it end?
So I could just go through the whole.
Yeah, let's do it.
So 9 a.m. will be registration, chrono, weapon inspection, and then we're also going to do a little combat demonstration for everybody, so they understand like what we expect of like how hard you can hit someone or the way you swing your boffer weapon, stuff like that.
Okay.
So 10:30 will be rules. We know there's a lot of rules, so we're going to do our best to possibly with the videos we show, we're going to show some video and we're going to do some speaking. So we hopefully get the rules done as fast as possible. At 12 o'clock, the game will actually start in the compound, in the ambush compound area. That is still in play in our game. It's combat free for the most part, but it's still in play. And then at 1 p.m., game will start on the field, and then it will go for 8 straight hours to 9 p.m. So you'll have about a good 2.5 hours in the dark for the game. Now we will have some lights and stuff out there, but for the most part, the woods, Bunker Hill, Bunker Town will be pitch black.
Okay. So if you're military or actually even a survivor, you have airsoft gun, correct?
Correct.
Can you have a boffer weapon as well?
Yeah, so there's different classifications of weapons. We come A, B, and C. So if you choose to use your rifle, longest range, whether it's a sniper rifle or any kind of, M4, whatever floats your boat, you would only be able to use a Class A boffer weapon, which would be the smallest, which is 24 inches or under.
Okay.
So then if you use a shotgun, a pump-action shotgun, you'd be considered Class B, which is 40 inches or smaller. But if you use a pistol, you can use whatever length boffer weapon you want.
So that long lead pipe
The long lead pipe. We also have a huge gear axe, a huge hammer. You can use any of those things you want. So.
I'm not going to lie. I saw that giant axe that you had, and I kind of want that one.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how I am with being flashy and all that crap.
Yeah.
So that all being said, so that's Wishwell. Wishwell is going on the 15th of October. 15th, right?
Yep.
Yep, the 15th of October. At this point, it's not invite only, right? It's anybody can buy.
Anyone can buy. Yeah, we're down to, I want to say, like 3 spots on the criminals, maybe 5 on the survivors. I think like 8 to 10 on the military, and then like 20 on the Subject 118s.
Okay, so if you want to run with me on the Subject 118s, which I know you do, go to otherworldmilsum.com and sign up for Subject 118, or just sign up in general. Join the Discord. I'm going to have the link below for the Jackal Tactical / Otherworld Milsim Discord, so that you can be added to your team's Discord channel. I'm sorry for those people that messaged me and I didn't get you added right away. I was busy on military assignment this weekend and it was a lot of fun, so I'm sorry. But Nighthawk and Lobster can also get you added once you're in the Discord. So message us on Discord. I will have the link below and we will get you added. So let's go ahead and switch gears over to the store. So you have your location in Lebanon. You have your location in Ambush. Are you planning on any future locations?
I mean, I don't have anything
solid.
I mean, I have some family that lives at different places, and we've talked about it. I mean, we'll see. Only time will tell. I feel like once I get my Lebanon location to like exactly how I want it, then maybe I'll look at maybe expanding again.
Well, I did notice that since you began the Lebanon location, like you expanded it a lot.
Yeah, I mean it's been a crazy 2 years, and when we started out in a room not much bigger than your room here, and then we rented the next side of the building, which was a lot bigger, and then we ran out of room again, so then we went back and rented the side we originally started with. So now we take up the whole building there on Walnut Street. So. And
you guys sell used and new equipment, correct?
Yeah, used stuff goes pretty fast. I think we had 5 or 6 pistols in a couple of days ago, and we're down to 1 used one. So the used pistols, especially. But yeah, we get a fair amount of used stuff. We're not buying right now, but we will always trade. If you want to upgrade your stuff, you can bring it in, and we'll try to give you a fair price and go from there.
Now, so you have the boffer weapons, you have airsoft accessories. BBs, pistols, rifles. You have speed soft stuff. You have milsim stuff. You have some paintball stuff too, right?
Yeah, I have a little bit of paintball. We don't keep a whole lot at the Lebanon location anymore. I do better with paintball down at Ambush. I mean, it's at a paintball field. We also have a little bit of the gel blaster guns as well as gel blaster ammo. That thing took off huge this summer, especially ammo. I mean, we sell tons of ammo.
And you're actually thinking about doing like a little rent field type thing, right? For birthday parties and
yeah,
such?
we were actually going to do that this year, and then the indoor thing, we were trying to get that situated and stuff like that, so it got put on the back burner. But I do actually have, it's like 20 by 40 foot inflatable arena for gel blasters with air bunkers and stuff like that. So maybe next year, we're going to plan on being at like the Lebanon area fair next year with that, as well as like a shooting competition stuff like that. So
Well, if that interests you, go ahead and leave a comment below and let us know. The gel blaster thing. So I shot my first gel blaster at OXL. It was actually at Fallen Shield, that first
last year.
Yeah, that
Oh, wow.
first Milsim that they did at OXL, and they're actually really, really cool. Nico, stop making so much noise. Goodness, sorry, my macaw is going nuts. I know. All right, I know some of my subscribers are going to be like, "Where's Burb? Where's Burb?" Burb is gone. I'm sorry.
He'd be on my head right now if he was here.
He really would be. We do have Christine and Bart inside. My wife bought me 2 cockatiels. They're very, very young. I'm still training them. But once I get them trained, they will be out here with me during videos. And I'm sorry for these flies. My wife left my door open while we were waiting for Paul to get here. But anyway, so yeah, the gel blaster stuff is actually really, really cool. It doesn't leave a lot of mess either, which I was really, really surprised about.
No, and actually, it's like once you shoot it, it's gone in like a couple minutes. Like it evaporates to like nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So parents, if you do have kids that you want to play airsoft or paintball, but you don't want them to feel the effects of airsoft and paintball, gel blaster is a great way to go. Let us know in the comments below if you're interested in that, and then I can get you in touch with Paul, and maybe you guys can work something out for a birthday party.
I can't lie though, like the gel blasters actually hurt more than people think they do, because like your distances for like accuracy is like a lot closer than airsoft.
Mm-hmm.
So the first time we did it as a demo, we had to actually stop and take a break and go buy gloves for all the kids because we were getting our hands were so welted and lit up from them guns.
Really?
Yeah, they hurt more than people think. Like 200 feet per second up close still does hurt pretty good. So
maybe I have to take another.
I'll gladly come and shoot you with one. I mean, if you want.
Of course you would.
Yeah, so it'll be fun.
So yeah, that's really, really cool. So you had mentioned something about the indoor field that did fall through.
Yeah, unfortunately, the building owner, after basically playing games with us for 7 months, decided that they're going to keep all the facility now for overstock. So, still have my eyes open. We're gonna keep looking. It's still something I want to do. I'm pretty passionate about. So, once we find the right place, the right size, and
do you want it in the Lebanon location?
I mean, I would say, within a reasonable location or a reasonable area around where the store is now. I mean, if we have to move the store eventually, we will, but,
I mean, when we were discussing about moving the store into the warehouse, that sounded like a pretty badass way to go. What does that sound?
I don't know.
Do you hear that?
Sounds like something's at the door behind you.
It really does, doesn't it? Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap up this video. We do have another an unboxing to do right after this video, and I don't want to keep Paul here too late because he wakes up super early because he works like 2 jobs. So we really appreciate you guys watching. This is Paul from Jackal Tactical. I will have the link to the Discord below. Come join us at Wishwell, and we're gonna have a great time.
We will.
And the storm's motto is
Just call your hits. It's that simple.
call your hits.